Hello everybody, this is Joshua Dearden. As you all know, I'm back for another video.
Hello everybody, this is Joshua Dearden. As y'all know, I'm back.
Hey, bro. Do you watch people's content before you try to call them out?
Okay, so it's not often I get to defend this lady because she has it handled. So this is big for me. So listen up. This dude, Joshua, decides he's going to stitch one of Odin is watching's videos, which he's talking about impaling pedos, which okay. So we can all agree. Good idea. This guy comes out of left field and starts talking about women murdering, or women not calling out other women for murdering their kids and shit. So he took something about pedos and made it about abortion. That's literally like walking into a church and talking about NASCAR. One has nothing to do with the other, first and foremost. And secondly, she literally calls out women constantly. So you clearly have no idea who she is as a creator, what she stands for, or the amount of shit you just stepped in, Bubba. Gotta be honest. Odin, the FAPA is behind you, so is the Porch Gang family. Keep doing what you're doing, and glad I could help at least a little bit on this one. But I know you got it handled.
So I'm going to take you through the course of a petty, unnecessary, and ridiculous dispute that's been going on TikTok. So I may not be very well liked, and I've learned that my whole life. I may not be very well known, nor do I believe anybody ever gave 2 cents or 2 shits about me. I know there's some people that are, so I'm not going to discredit the ones that do care. What I am going to tell you is I am standing up for the rights of men and boys, okay? Let me make that clear. Men receive 63% more prison time than women do for the exact same crime committed. Boys are kicked out of colleges so much for crimes they never committed and with no proof. Women are being able to cheat and get away with it and still receive alimony. Not in every state, nor do I think that all women are bad. I don't think all women are bad. I don't think all men are good. I have said 100 times over and over and over very clearly that I do not hate women. I am simply standing up in something that I believe in. Nobody on planet Earth has the right to tell me what I can and cannot believe in, what I can and cannot stand for. So now that we're on the same page there, I want to make this very clear one more time. I do not hate women. I love women. I just don't like the fact that the courts, the legal system, the custody battles, the divorce, all those laws are set up in favor of women. That's just period. There's nothing that can fight that. There's nothing that can prove. No one can prove that what I'm saying is false. Yes, some men win custody. Yes, some men win divorce cases. But a majority of cases are won by females. 80% of divorces are initiated by women. 70+% of domestic violence is perpetrated started by women. But even though a higher rate of females start the domestic violence, men are arrested oftentimes even when they've done no wrong. And those things, I think any man can agree that those are unfair biases in today's society. So, I'm going to bring you to a certain video that I will share where I not only agree with Odin that pedos should be imprisoned, harmed, and sent to jail. Okay, I think everybody who does a crime in today's society should be punished for it, irregardless of the crime. I laughed a little when she said that she wishes she could see a pedo being impaled by a stake where they die and slide down a stake. Not only do I feel that's a little funny, but my feelings on harming pedos is I think if anybody is going to punish or destroy or kill or maim a pedo, the pedophile should be captured and held hostage and sent over to the father and the mother of the child, where they are legally allowed to do whatever they want to that child. I don't feel as a society, with the laws and the way our system is corrupt enough, I don't feel like we should be just openly handing out the ability to everybody to kill, maim, murder pedos. Yes, would I want to beat the hell out of a pedo? Yes. Would I want to castrate one? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm getting off topic. So anyways, her video was something that put a spark in my head. A light bulb came up in my head. And the fact that I have FP Porch Gang, I have to edit that out. The fact that I have all these people telling me that I'm a woman hater because I'm standing up for the rights of men and boys, yet I've never once this entire time for the last month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, ever heard a woman on TikTok demeaning or punishing the poor actions of women. So I heard what she was saying. I stitched her video. There was no ill will or intent. Was I ever trying to paint a bad picture on Odin, nor was I trying to direct a message toward Odin, nor was I saying anything about or to Odin or her fans. So that being said, I simply made a video. It was not intended to demean, harm, or disrespect anybody on TikTok. It wasn't meant to diminish, demean, harm, or cause frustration towards anybody. My intent behind the video was simply to ask that while all these women find it perfectly acceptable to say piss poor things about men, I'm not saying just about pedophiles, I'm saying men in general, I don't ever hear women on TikTok complaining about the bad actions and bad decisions that women make. It's always bad-mouthing fathers, bad-mouthing their exes, always the man's fault, blaming men for everything. In fact, feminism alone has painted a bad picture on men. Feminism believes that everything man is evil and everything female is good. I don't agree with that. There are good in both genders, okay? My belief is there's only two genders. You don't have to like it. That's my belief. I have every right to that belief. Man and woman. There are good women and there are good men. Just as there are bad women and there are bad men. But when the laws only protect women in divorce, only protect women in custody, I'm not saying that men don't win custodies. I'm not saying men don't win divorces. What I am saying, that on a scale of justice, justice is not blind. It is ruled in favor to favor women. That's the thing I've been trying to say this whole time, but everybody paints me out to be a woman hater and a woman basher. And for the millionth time, I don't hate women. I am just not for the pure favoritism in the eyes of the law towards females, thinking that they can do no wrong. So let's start with my original video that sparked all this hate and all this need for them to come after me and act like I'm painting a bad picture on Odin, which it was never intended towards Odin. I simply stitched her video. Now, before I play it, I want y'all to know, first of all, the For You page on TikTok, okay? Those are people okay, let me rephrase. The For You page is not just people you know. The For You page is when anybody on TikTok gets enough likes and enough views and TikTok favors it enough to share it with everybody. TikTok pushes that to the For You page. So I don't know Odin. I've never seen any of her videos. I don't know who she is. There's millions of people I don't know on TikTok. There will continue to be people I don't know on TikTok. So, first of all, if you don't want your video to be stitched or duetted or used in any way, shape, or form, there are settings to prevent people from using your content. Now, iPhones and Androids all have this new feature where you can screen record. So, irregardless of what you want your content to do, people can, in fact, use your content for whatever reason. They don't need your permission. They don't have to ask you permission. You put it on the internet, everybody sees it. That's just the way it is. So let's play the video, and then I'll take you through a lot of the videos that led up to what it is today.
Where I could watch a pedo get impaled and slide down a stake slowly until they...
Here's a major disclaimer. I want to say I would never in my life defend the actions of a pedophile. Never. Never, 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 never. They should all be imprisoned and punished for their actions. But I find it hilarious that I see all these women on TikTok cussing out, bad-mouthing pedos, yet my next video, I find it funny that I've never seen a woman on TikTok cussing out women who murder their own children. And there's a lot of those. So look for my next video. There's a lot of slides to see of women killed in their... Okay, so Never in that video ever was there a point where I said anything directed towards Odin, at Odin, or towards her fans. I simply stated, and my intent behind the video, while it may not be understood by anybody watching this, my intent, as I said before, was it's funny to me that I'd never hear women in the news, on TikTok, anywhere, complaining about all the bad shit that women do. Ever. So, in response to my video, she snapped back at me and recorded a video with my followers and my profile in the background. Well, where she began to say, she came across real disrespectful, and she said something to the effect of, do I ever watch people's content before I judge or make accusations? Never in the video you're about to watch did I ever accuse her or judge her or attack her or make assumptions about her. It wasn't about her. It's about women as a whole. I never hear women on TikTok bitching about women who do bad shit. It's always bad shit men do. I think that if women want equality, they would bitch equally about each. Now, come to find out, after a long battle, all her fans who's been blowing me up and bad-mouthing me and saying all this bad shit about me, saying that she defends both men and women, and she attacks both men and women. That's great. But this wasn't about Odin. This was about the fact that men get painted out to be such a bad people. Like, women often say, we don't need men. Kill all men. There are books from feminists, from writers, blog posts. There's hundreds of posts on Reddit. There's thousands of comments and posts and books written that are being sold that says, kill all men. We don't need men. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, women, but there's never been a society that thrived that didn't have men in it. Everything you have today, your clothes, your shoes, your electricity, your sewage, your bricklaying, everything in society was built, established, and started by men. And everything that you don't like doing, all the dirty jobs that you don't like doing, guess what? They are ran and directed and built by men. Do women do dangerous jobs? Yes. Are women a part of society, and do they help establish society? Yes. But to hear all these women saying that women can do no wrong and they don't need a man and they can do everything without a man and all men should be murdered and killed and wiped off the planet, that's where I have a problem with things. And if y'all don't agree with that, fine. You go off to your beatnik island where it's just you and all females, no men. And you do that. You go thrive and prove us wrong. Go prove to us on your beatnik island where it's just you and all women. And you come back and tell us after a decade how successful your society is. Good for you. But there's one thing you have to understand. Us men, we're here. Whether you like it or not, we're not going anywhere. We are here. We're not going to be taken off the face of the earth. You need us just as much as men need you. But let's go ahead and listen to, let's go ahead and watch and listen to the video that Odin put into context with me.
Hey bro, do you watch people's content before you try to call them out?
Not only did I find that interesting and hilarious, but never once did her or any of her fans who have been coming after me for 5 straight days ever go back and watch every single one of my videos. They didn't have enough time. So it's a straight-faced lie for them to try and say they have gone back and watched all my videos. But from that point on, not only did she come after me, but this dude named Front Porch Gang, thinking that he knows everything about me, thinking that he's going to call me out on bullshit. But it wasn't just him. It was this douchebag named Tattoo something something. It was all their female followers, and people let's just let the tape roll.
Okay, so it's not often I get to defend this lady because usually she has it handled. So this is big for me. So listen up. This dude, Joshua, decides he's going to stitch one of Odin is Watching's videos when she's talking about impaling pedos, which, okay, so we can all agree, good idea. This guy comes out of left field and starts talking about women not calling out other women for murdering their kids and shit. So he took something about pedos and made it about abortion. That's literally like walking into a church and talking about NASCAR. One has nothing to do with the other, first and foremost. And secondly, she literally calls out women constantly. So you clearly have no idea who she is as a creator, what she stands for, or the amount of shit you just stepped in, Bubba. Gotta be honest. Odin, the FAPA is behind you, so is the Porch Gang family. Keep doing what you're doing, and glad I could help at least a little bit on this one. But I know you got it handled.
Odin is watching without expecting smoke. One, she's called out more women than men on this fucking app. 2, when shit has gone down, she's called it out. Whether it be women hurting children or whatever, you need to really watch your fucking videos. Now, I'm going to suggest you take your fucking videos down here real fucking quick.
My duet.
Alright, you stuttering dick lump. Listen up. Odin doesn't need anybody to cover for her. She does very well on her own. It's why I said in my video, this is big for me. But clearly, you don't watch any of the creators that you try to talk shit to's content before you go running off at the mouth. If you would let your fucking penis massagers just close for 4 seconds and open your goddamn eyes and ears, you would realize that we're holding you accountable for the stupid shit that you post on other people's stuff. And you openly admit you weren't even thinking, you were just so fueled by rage because you're watching a video of mothers that killed their kids. And then you also use the term white knighting, which shows me the content and creators that you look for on this app. Sorry, bro. No, it's called accountability. You sound like an idiot. And I had to tell you sound like an idiot because you're representing all other men when you open your goddamn trap. And I'm sorry, Porch ain't nothing to fuck with. Sit down.
So after 2 minutes of, maybe not 2 minutes, but after maybe 30 minutes of me duetting or reacting to his video, he comes back and says he has clearly seen all my content. Keep in mind, I've been doing TikToks for well over a year. So for him to say he's went back and watched all my videos, watch this video.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Because I clearly did watch your content. That's why I brought up the whole white knighting thing. Because most of your content is you being wounded over your ex.
Let's put a pause to that real quick. For him to say that he went back and watched all my content and let me quote, the video he quote unquote quoted was probably 2 to 3 videos prior to all this drama. So for him to lie and say he went back and clearly watched all my content, he's full of shit.
Trust me, I'm starting to see why she left. It's not her, it's you. You realize that most of your content, and I'll give you a direct quote so we can prove my point. I wish I could go back to when ignorance was bliss. Before I just saw all the bad things that women do to me and other men.
You've been
been sucking on some of Grandpappy's cough syrup, haven't you? Are you drunk? You gotta be drinking. Because you can't possibly not think you sound as dumb as you sound. Okay, let's break this down. First off, you keep saying freedom of speech and all that other fun stuff. You realize that there's no speech you have that's free. You're going to pay for everything that you say. Therefore, you can say whatever you want. I use my freedom of speech to tell you you're an idiot.
Alright, Twat Waffle, you have my attention. This has gone on long enough. You have made it apparently clear that you do absolutely zero research whatsoever on anything that you try to make posts about.
Man. You picked the wrong one, bro. Go somewhere. Go to sleep. Go to bed. Shut up. No, you picked the wrong one. Don't even do
this
it.
tattoo guy comes across and he's like, talking all this mad shit on me. He's involving all these other people, getting all riled up over something that was not intended to attack or call out anybody in general. Nobody specific. So he goes on this tyrant with me. Now, I completely respect the video and the reason behind what he's about to say, and I respect the video that he's defending and the girl that he's defending. But I want you to hear the hypocritical statement he makes when he says that there are haters and there are bullies. Yet he's doing exactly what he's telling people to stop doing to a person he's never met, knows, or done. He doesn't know who the fuck I am. He don't know what the fuck I've been through. He doesn't know what downfalls I've faced in my life or what I've suffered throughout my life. Yet he wants to make himself look good on camera, and he bring out a good movement of anti-bullying, yet he's doing the exact opposite. He's telling people to stop bullying while he's doing the same thing, talking shit and making someone look bad so he himself looks good. Makes no sense to me. But let's watch the clip.
I understand there's a whole lot of bullies and a whole lot of mean people out there. Alright, sweet cheeks, I need you to hear me out, alright? Stop talking for a minute because you take too goddamn long. Open your fucking eyes and slay you on this app. But you know, I'm gonna give you the option to get the fuck off of here, or I'm gonna brutally fucking slay you and make you feel fucking embarrassed. Boy, have a nice day, bitch boy.
Okay, the last thing I want to say is, once again, never did I direct my messages to attack Odin, attack her fans, or attack anyone. I spent the last 5 days making it very clear I am not a woman hater. I'm not a woman basher. I'm simply defending the rights of men and boys when they're kicked out of schools for things they never did. Actors are being kicked off set for things they never did. Simple accusations with no evidence can destroy a man's career. Just the fact that the laws are weighed in favor of women. And I don't set well with that. I don't find that to be okay. So I'm fighting against that. And everyone wants to ask why I'm so angry. I would stop asking why I'm angry. And the question I would ask, if you can look at the system the way it is and how it brutally affects men's life and livelihood and affects boys in college and school, if you can look at all the statistics of all the bad things that are happening to men and boys throughout the world and not be angry, stop asking why I'm angry. Why don't you start asking why you, the viewer, are not angry? All right, everybody, this is Deer 2007. This is my mama, Rebecca. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
man.